What is up, guys? It's Nova, and today I decided to drop a banger. It's been a while, and let's just get started. Today's story is about mushrooms, a big mushroom dose, actually. It all starts with just a normal day. Everything's fine. Everything's going normal. And a few days earlier, I had texted two of my homies. Let's just give them the name. Let's say Ty for one of them, and let's say Lucas for the other one. I hit him up. I let him know because I just had gotten some low shit, and I wanted to trip. I wanted to trip with my homies, And I let him know what I got and how much I have of it, and tell him that I'm down to trip with them this weekend. And both of them are down. And I make sure everything's good. I clean my entire room, make sure all the vibes are good. I have water set out. I have drinks. I have a fucking movie picked. I got games we can play and shit. And I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. This shit's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. They both come over. Lucas, he originally was gonna take 4.5 grams, and I stopped him. I was like, bro, you can always take more. You can never take less, bro. I had already knew the potency of my shit that I had, and I knew 4.5 grams would be way too much, like way more than he could handle. And I tried telling him, I was like, that's way too much, bro. Like, maybe after you take maybe like 3 grams, then you can take another 1.5 if you're still feeling good. And he's like, all right, he agrees to that shit. Me and Ty, we both take 2 grams each, and Lucas, he takes 3 grams. And at first, we're good. We're just waiting. We're waiting for it. As some of you guys know, who probably trip, there's that come up part where you're not really tripping, but you kind of are tripping, but like, you don't really know if you really are tripping, maybe if it's just your brain like playing tricks on your shit. But we are getting to that stage, and Ty, he is starting to feel it. And Ty took 2 grams with me, and we're both like coming up. Like he's starting to feel it like before me and Lucas, and like he's already getting there. And I come in second place. I'm just behind him. I'm starting to feel it too because I finished a little bit later than him. And Lucas, he's telling me 3 grams, it's not hidden, and he feels like he should take more. And I tell him, I'm like, Lucas, are you sure, bro? Are you sure that's what you want to do? It's like, I'm not going to tell you it's not going to be a good choice because it's your choice. It's not even about how much I have. It's not like I don't want to waste my stash. It's just like, I want you to like be okay. I want you to like have a good trip. And he's like, yeah, that's fine, bro. Like, I understand. I know not to mess with it. I know just like everything's gonna be okay. You can't die off shrooms. And I'm like, all right, bro. I weigh him out 1.5 on my scale, and he eats it. And now he is at a 4.5 of some really fucking strong mushrooms. And he eventually, maybe 15-20 minutes later, he starts feeling the original dose, the 3 gram dose. And since he staggered it, obviously it's not going to all hit at the same time. It's going to hit separately. And while me and Ty are tripping, like just 2 grams, it's light for us. It's almost just like taking probably like 10 fucking bong rips. Like that's probably the equivalent to it because we're so used to it, me and Ty. And Lucas, he starts coming up, and he's like laughing. He's doing all right. Like I could tell he's coming up, and I already knew in my head that like it's fuck, like that other 1.5 is gonna kick soon, and he should have just waited. He shouldn't have taken it, but I didn't want to tell him that, of course, because I'm not gonna tell someone who's tripping you shouldn't have taken that much, because that's just gonna freak them out, as I'm sure some of you guys know too. And he eventually gets up on my bed, and he just sits there, and he just stares straight ahead of him, right into my blank wall. Nothing there. There's so much posters. There's just a whole bunch of stuff in my room that he could be looking at, but he looks at a certain point on the wall for maybe about an hour, I would say. He's just sitting there. He's not doing anything, not talking, not moving, barely even fucking blinking. I swear to God, he wasn't even blinking. Every single time I looked, he wasn't blinking. Maybe he was just looking or blinking when I looked away. But me and Ty, we're having a good time, and we pack a bowl. I pack my bong, and I'm like, yo, Ty, you trying to smoke? I know we tripping right now, but like, you already know we can handle that shit. And he's like, yeah, I'm down. I pack a bowl. I do my thing. Me and him both smoke, and he pulls out some of his shit, and he's like, yo, try this. Like, no. We both we were smoking another bowl of his shit, and eventually I hear like Lucas mumbling, and keep in mind, me and Ty are still tripping, and we're high as fuck right now. And I hear Lucas mumbling, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because it sounded really weird. Like, it didn't sound like normal talking or like normal mumbling. And I look at him. He turns his head super slowly, like an animatronic, like some scary ass shit. Turns his head super slowly. Excuse me, guys. He looks right at my fucking eyes, dead in my eyes, like he's staring at my soul. And he says, you know it as well as I do. And I say, what the fuck? Like, like that's like kind of a weird thing to say, you know, like especially like since I'm tripping, you know, I don't really know what to like make of it. I can't really like put it together because it's kind of like already an ominous sentence. And I'm like come on, bro, like elaborate, like come on, you don't have to like be so ominous. And he's like, you know it just as much as I do. And I'm like what the fuck? Like, did something happen to him? Like maybe in his sober life that's causing him to act like this, you know, like maybe he needs to like talk about something. So I tell him, I'm like, yo, like, is there something going on in like your home life and shit that like is causing this, is making this like this? Because it's not a bad environment, you know, like, and I know you could have a bad trip really anywhere, but me and him have tripped multiple times before in this exact same environment and never had a bad trip before. And I ask him, I'm like, yo, what's going on, you know, like, it's just because I'm concerned, like, I'm his homie, I've known him for hella fucking long, I'm obviously gonna ask about him. Maybe Ty, he didn't know him as well, but he's still there for him, like he was still listening and shit. And I asked him, I remember I was still tripping, so I know it wasn't like really a good thing to ask him, but I straight up asked him, I was like, did someone die? Like, did a family member die? Did anybody die? And because I know grief can really fucking suck while you're tripping, I've experienced it myself. And he looks at me again, because he already turns the wall and he turns back to me, and he says, yes, someone died. And I was like, oh fuck, like damn, it's probably some heavy shit, like I gotta, like, you know, like put this shit aside and like really be there for my homie. And he looks me dead in the eyes, like he hasn't looked away from my eyes, and he says, I'm dead. And I'm like, what the fuck, like that's so I didn't say it's so fucking weird to say, but like in my head I'm like, what the fuck, that's weird as fuck to say. And he's like, I'm dead, you're dead. And he points at me and he pauses for a second. He says, your mom is dead, your dad is dead, your brothers are dead, my mom is dead, my dad is dead, my sister is dead. And he says, he finishes off with, you know it just as well as I do. And he's like wagging his finger at me, like pointing up and down, pointing at me. And I'm like what the fuck, like, and obviously I have enough experience to know that a trip, like thinking about being dead or like dying, is gonna be horrible. Sorry about that, but yeah, a trip where you think about like dying is gonna be horrible. Like it's not gonna be fun at all. And in my not sober mind, I tell myself I really have to lock in, like I have to be there for my motherfucker, bro, like my homie. And I start telling him, I'm like, you're right, we're I didn't say you're right, because like obviously we're not dead, but I could tell he was like not saying we're all dead, like then in the moment he was talking about like dead, like we're going to die. And I tell him, you're right, like we're going to die. And I ask him, I look him in the eyes and I tell him, what are we gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do about it, Lucas? And it takes him like 5 minutes, and I'm like, what are you gonna do about it? And he's like, takes a deep breath and he's like, nothing. And I say, yeah, you can't do anything about it, so why not just live in the moment, enjoy what's happening right now, don't think about dying, because that's not, like, I'm trying to joke, but I'm fucking with him. I'm like, yeah, that's not something like you should be thinking about, you know. And like I'm like talking to Ty too, and he's like giving him some advice too, and he kind of calms down a little bit. He's not as fucking weird, like fucking like psychopathic. And he's still laying on my bed, and I tell him, I'm like, yo bro, maybe you should go sit on my couch, because I have a couch in my room. It's more like a futon, like a leather futon. And he sits on it, and as soon as he sits on it, he like pushes his head back as hard as he can, and he just like holds it there, like his neck all the way up, his face facing the roof. And like me and Ty were like, what the fuck, like we kind of laughed, but we didn't really think much of it. Then we're just I'm pretty sure Ty, he was playing on his PS5, and I was just watching TikTok on my phone. And eventually Lucas gets up as fast. He doesn't get up, but like he sits up, his full body sits up, and he starts tensing up, like almost as if like he was pissed, like if he was just like he was taking like, just imagine a motherfucker taking a biggest fucking shit of their life, and they can't push that motherfucker out, and they're just trying their hardest. Imagine that look in their face, just trying to push. That's what it looked like. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he drops to the fucking ground, and I'm like, yo, you like, what the fuck? Like, and he just starts screaming bloody fucking murder as loud as he fucking can. And keep in mind, it is 3 in the morning, and I live with other people also, so they definitely heard it. And he is just screaming his head off. And I grabbed my I'm sorry, I was about to say I grabbed my hand, but I put my hand and I grabbed his whole lower mouth area, and I just covered it as tight as I can while he sits there screaming into my fucking hand. And I don't know what to do, because I'm tripping too, like, and Ty, he's also tripping. I don't think he's ever seen something like this, and he doesn't know what to do. He's looking at me like for guidance. He's trying to consult in me, like he's trying to make sure I can handle it, and I don't even know if I can fucking handle it. I'm just covering his mouth as tight as I can. And eventually he stops screaming, but he stays laying on the ground. And I I take my hand off of him, and I sit there just for a little bit, and I don't really know how to explain what he did, but he somehow contorted his body or twisted it in a weird, unnatural way to where he was upside down, but like not really upside down. He was kind of like halfway upside down, but his feet were up in the air. And I have a mini fridge, not like a mini fridge, but like a bigger mini fridge, like a small child size, I would say. And I have all my colognes on top of it. I mean, I don't have like fucking nice ass, expensive, bougie ass colognes. I mean, I have a few nice ones, but I have them all like lined up, like, you know, on display. And he sits in the air with his feet in the air for a second, upside down, and he starts screaming again. He like flips and slides his feet on all of my cologne, throwing it across the room, like fucking hitting my desk, like all over the fucking place. And I'm like, yo, like what the fuck? I'm covering his mouth again. And Ty, he comes over and he helps me pick up my fucking colognes, making sure nothing's broken or anything. Thank God nothing was. We put it all back, and he's just laying there. He's not fucking doing anything. He stopped screaming, and he's just laying on my floor. And at this point, I'm still trying to support my homie. I'm still trying to be there for him. But it gets to a fucking point where I just really have to handle it, and I have to stop being the supportive homie, you know? Like, it's kind of pissing me off. I'm not trying to be a dick, but it was kind of pissing me off. And Ty grabs his arms, and I grab his legs, and we pick him up. And we set him on my futon. And he lays there for maybe another 2 hours, maybe. And me and Ty, we smoke a few bowls, and we end up coming down. Like, we're not tripping as much anymore. And Ty goes to my living room to go to bed, go sleep on my pull-out couch. And fuck, I forgot his fucking fake name. Oh, Lucas. He was laying on the futon still, eyes open, like straight as a board, just sitting there. No, I mean laying there. And Ty, he's out of the picture. He's not in the room. He's in bed now. And I turn on my TV and I just look up I'm pretty sure it was like some jazz music on YouTube. And I just played that shit for a little bit, and I could tell it was kind of calming him down. And he gets up, and I'm like, yo, like, come on, bro, like, let me know how it was. Like, come on, like, you weren't talking at all. Like, tell me how the trip went. Like, I know there's no way you're still tripping right now. Like, just be honest with me. Like, you could talk. I'll understand. Me, out of all people, understand, because he knows I have a lot of experience in psychs. And he goes on to tell me he at first was okay, and me and Ty just started talking about some bullshit, just not like anything important, but not really anything like not important, you know. It was just like small talk kind of, but it wasn't really like common small talk, so it didn't really make sense to Lucas. And I guess he said he thought that he was losing like his his language translation, like he couldn't like understand or like process what our like small talk was, because it wasn't making sense to him. And he said from then on it was just a spiral downhill of him, just like he was convinced we were all gonna die, and he was convinced it was over. And he said it was terrible. And then at the end he told me, that's why we don't do shrooms, bro. And I was like, no, this is why you take them seriously, and you take them in moderation unless you understand how you can handle it. And he's like, yeah, you're right, bro, like, you're right. And I was like, exactly, yeah, I know I'm right, dude. Like, I told you didn't have to take that other 1.5. You could have stuck with 3 grams, and you probably would have been good, my dude. You just gotta take it slow. Like I said, you can never take less, but you can always take more. And I guess that's just the fucking moral of the story today, is you can never fucking take less, but you can always take more. Just remember that. And just think back to this story, and if you don't want your homie rolling around on your floor screaming bloody murder, knocking all of your nice colognes off of your fridge at 3 a.m., then probably be considerate with your dosages, or just don't take them at all. Have a nice day, guys.